What's up, YouTube? Today I wanted to talk about my K-pop history, how I got into K-pop, which groups got me into K-pop, which groups expanded my horizon in K-pop, what my favorite groups are now, and some of my favorite members from each group. And my story starts 2 years ago when I discovered a singer named Yuna. And I actually discovered her J-pop songs first. And I thought she was a Japanese singer. I didn't know she was a Korean singer. And I was just kind of listening to her songs on YouTube, just going to each song, and I really liked all her songs. And I'd never liked J-pop before. I'd never liked K-pop before. I didn't even know what K-pop was back then. And I'm just listening to her songs. I'm like, man, I really like her. She's a really good singer. And she's a good piano player and everything. And I'm just browsing through her videos, and on the sidebar of one of her videos, I see G R&B version Yuna, and I was like, what is G R&B version Yuna? And if you don't know, it was the Girls' Generation song. She covered Girls' Generation G, and at the time I didn't know it was a cover. I just thought it was one of her songs, and oh my god, I love the song so much. I was just like blown away by that performance by her, and I'm like, man, this song is amazing. So I'm like, I looked for the download, like I wanted to download the song because I thought it was an original song by her, and that's when I found out it was actually a cover. And I'm like, oh, who's the original artist? And I looked up, I saw Girls' Generation. I looked up Girls' Generation, and I saw the music video for G. And at first, when I first saw the music video, I just started laughing. Like, I almost fell out of my chair laughing. I was like, oh my god, what is this? I was just like, man. And then through the course of the week, I realized that the song was just stuck in my head. I'm sitting there in class or taking a shower, whatever. The song is stuck in my head. I'm just sitting there like, nodding my head, like, I'm just thinking about the G dance, and I'm like, oh my god, I think I like that song. It's really addicting. And I'm just like, and then all of a sudden I got obsessed with Girls' Generation. And soon after I bought three K-pop albums, and my first three K-pop albums were Someday Yuna, Growing Season by Yuna, and Girls' Generation, the second album. And these were my first three K-pop albums, and like when I got this album, I was like, this is awesome. It has a photo book. Like, why don't American CDs have photo books like this? This is awesome. So I was like, that's what kind of got me into collecting K-pop. But the only artist I listened to when I first got into it was for Yuna and Girls' Generation. And I didn't really want to take a chance on the other groups. Like, I saw Super Junior, I knew of Super Junior, I knew of Shiny and a couple other groups, but I was just kind of like, I'll stick with Girls' Generation, I'll stick with Yuna, and yeah. But the group that kind of got me like into other groups, like, I was obsessed with Girls' Generation, so I watched We Got Married. I've probably told this story a million times, I know, but you know, I have to say it. But I was watching We Got Married with Soyeon and Jung Young-hwa, and I saw like an episode where Jung Young-hwa was playing his guitar and he was singing, and I was like, man, he's got a really good voice. I really like his voice. And he plays guitar, and I'm like, he plays guitar, that's awesome. So I looked up Seeing Blue, and I found Wet Taria, I'm a Loner, and I heard that song, and right away, like, I liked them. As soon as I heard that song, I'm like, oh my god, that song is amazing. So I was like, I looked up all their songs, I still like every single Seeing Blue song there is. But that's another story. I bought the albums. I mean, Seeing Blue is amazing, which brings me to like some of my other favorite artists. Like, I got 7 artists or six artists here that I want to show you guys, like some of my favorites now. And like yeah, like I said, CN Blue got me into other artists. They got me into Shiny. They got me into FX. They got me into Super Junior, Dongbang Shinki, a lot of Brown Eyed Girls, FT Island, Kara. Well, I was kind of already into Kara a little bit with Girls' Generation and Yuna, but I was like iffy on it. I like them, but like only a few songs mainly. But CN Blue just like expanded my horizon in K-pop, and they were the band that did that for me. But next up, I have like a few like CDs, albums here. I want to show you some of my favorite favorite K-pop groups that I have here. And first up, we have Beast. Now, when I first heard Beast, I did not like them. I didn't like them at all. Like, there's 3 groups I really did not like at first. Beast, U-Kiss, and 4 Minute. I couldn't stand any of the groups. I still don't like U-Kiss, and I still don't like 4 Minute. Sorry, fans. Or I just don't like them. I don't know why. I just don't like them. I've tried to like them, and I don't know why. Sorry if you guys are fans of theirs. I apologize if you're offended by that, but it's just my opinion. But Beast, just because of this album, I'm a huge fan of Beast. Beast is one of my favorite groups now. This whole album, up and down, is just flawless. Every song on this album is amazing. I mean, like, and the packaging design is just like, I think this is my favorite, like, CD design, like, in CD packaging wise. Probably my favorite. Like, the photo book is really high quality and everything. But I'm not really reviewing this, but I'm just saying it's a really good album. And if you haven't heard this album, go listen to the songs on YouTube, and I'm sure you will like this album, because this album is amazing. And some of my favorite tracks from this album are Fiction, of course. I like Freeze a lot. It's a really good song. It's a really good dance track. Virus is amazing. I like the ballad songs a lot. I mean, I like every song on this album. You, Back to You. Like, this album is epic. Go listen to this album right now. I could listen to this album like 10 times in a row, and I wouldn't get bored with it. But yeah, my favorite member of Beast is Dongwoon. I really like his voice. I mean, he's got an excellent voice. He's awesome, so he's my favorite member of Beast. Next up, we have legendary K-pop singers, or legendary K-pop stars. Like, they're like the kings of K-pop. Dongbang Shinki, DBSK, TVXQ. Now everybody knows they've broken up thanks to the contract dispute with JYJ and DBSK and all that. But you guys already know that probably. But yeah, they are just legends of K-pop. How can you not like DBSK or TVXQ, whatever you want to call them? Like, they pretty much started. They got K-pop like globalized for a lot of fans. A lot of fans got into K-pop through DBSK, and you can't deny that. They are legends of K-pop, and they will always be legends of K-pop. You have to respect Dongbang Shinki for what they did. And they brought K-pop to Japan. They brought it to China, I guess. I mean, they did everything, and they're amazing singers. They're probably the most talented overall. Like, as a group overall, they're probably the most talented group, like, vocal wise, and they're excellent dancers as well. I kind of miss them being together. They're a great group. I mean, JYJ and DBSK now, they're still good, of course, but I mean, it's never going to be the same as when they were a full group. But you know, they're probably going to be broken up forever. Hate to say it, but it's probably true. And then we have Keep Your Head Down. My favorite member of DBSK is Changmin. It was Junzu. I like Junzu's voice a lot. But I like Changmin a lot because he's like really modest and he doesn't really like show off or anything. He's just kind of, he does his thing. I mean, he really knows how to sing, he knows how to dance, he knows how to perform. And he doesn't like sit there and like brag about how good he is or anything. And I really respect him for that. So yeah, Changmin's my favorite in DBSK. Next up we have just one of my favorite groups. They're freaking amazing. SHINee. SHINee is so good. And I know they get a lot of respect for their dancing talent, but I don't see a lot of people like respecting them for their vocal talent. They are amazing vocalists. Listen to some of their ballads and you will know they are amazing vocally. They know how to harmonize well. They're like kind of like a younger version of DBSK. I mean, they harmonize great and they dance like they're such good dancers. I mean, go listen to like some of their ballad songs like Hana 1 or can't think of any right now. But they have a lot of good Life is a really good song. Their dance tracks are amazing too. Lucifer, of course. Hello, amazing song. And yeah, SHINee is just amazing. And if you guys don't already know, my favorite member is Key. Key is like awesome. He's amazing live. Like he really knows how to sing live. I'm not saying like the others know how to sing live too, but he's always like, he's just perfect in his live performance, and I really like respect that out of him. And he's really sincere at what he does. Like I watched a performance of Hana. They did Hana 1, and he like broke down. He started crying, and I was like, man, he's so sincere with these songs, and I really respect him for that. And he's awesome. So if you don't know, I'm sure you guys know SHINee. So I don't really have to say go check out SHINee. I'm sure you guys know all of these groups. Next up we have the group that I've already talked about a little bit, but group that got me started in K-pop, Girls' Generation, SNSD, Soyeonshide. I'm sorry if I'm sounding raspy. I've been like, I guess I got a cold in my throat, so I'm like sick and I'm trying to speak a lot, and I already had a speech today too in class, so sorry for being raspy here. I wish I had water or something. But Girls' Generation, you guys already know I like them. They're amazing. And they're coming out with a new album soon. Yeah. But I'll definitely be picking up the new album. And I mean, Girls' Generation, they are on top of the world. Like, everybody likes Girls' Generation. Well, not everybody. They have their haters too, but they have a lot of fans. They have a lot of fans, like globally. And they're on top of the world right now. What else can I say? And my favorite member in Girls' Generation is, like I said before, Jessica. But Tiffany was my favorite before. When I first got into Girls' Generation, Tiffany was my favorite, and I still like Tiffany a lot. She's my second favorite. I think Taeyeon's my third favorite. And then I like Sooyoung a lot. I'm kind of like, I don't know if I like Taeyeon or Sooyoung more. I like Sooyoung a lot. Like, she's awesome. She's really tall for a girl. Like, she's like, what, 5'7"? That's pretty tall for a girl. 5'6", 5'7", I don't know. But Girls' Generation, they have tons of albums out. I know you know them, but they're amazing. So, next up we have the band that I already talked about, and they expanded my horizon in K-pop, CNBLUE. Now CNBLUE, I think I have all their Korean albums, and I have like 2 concerts. Here's one of the concerts, because I like them so much live. They sound amazing live. And as I said before, I like every single song by CNBLUE. There's no bad CNBLUE song. They're just like like they always have to have their songs like just on point. They always have great songs. And the new single is no exception. It's a great song. Go check out In My Head, which is their new single, Japanese single. And yeah, CNBLUE is just, I know I've talked about them a lot before, but I mean, they're just like amazing. And I hope they have long careers ahead of them because they definitely work hard at it and they definitely make great songs. And you can't deny that. I hate when I sit there and I go on a CNBLUE video and all I see is like comments about their looks. Like all the girls, I mean that's fine if you want to comment about their looks, but all I see is comments about their looks. I want to see comments about how good they are musically. They are musicians. They sound amazing. And I just feel like people overlook that for some reason. Like, I don't know why. I don't have an explanation for it. But yeah, CNBLUE. My favorite member is Jung Young-hwa. He, like, he's my favorite male vocalist of all time. All time. Any genre. He's my favorite male vocalist. He's a good guitar player. Amazing songwriter. I really respect that he writes a lot of their songs for him. Good actor as well. I've seen a couple of the dramas he's been in. He's just like, I don't understand how he's so talented at everything he does. He's talented and kind of makes me jealous, but you know, I look up to him because he works hard at everything he does, and he's just like one of my favorite singers. Like, he's amazing. And next up, this would be no surprise to anybody. If you've seen my page, if you're subscribed to me, you know who my favorite group is. I mean, it's no surprise at all when I tell you who my favorite group is. And right here, I have all of their albums, and I plan to get all of their albums. I don't care. I'm getting every single FX album there is. And yeah, FX, my favorite by far. I am like, oh my god, FX is amazing. And I know that, like, I got into them kind of late, like, because I was in the Girls' Generation and I never really paid attention to FX. And I think what got me into them is when, like, it was like right before New ABO came out, and I was like, who's this new this new song that this group is performing? Like, I've heard of them, but I never paid attention to them. So I checked out New ABO, and like the first time I watched that music video, like, I was just like, oh my god, how did I not know this group? This group is amazing. And ever since I saw that video, like, I've been a huge fan of FX. They didn't become my favorite until the SM Town concert in LA. I went to the concert in LA, and I was so looking forward to Girls' Generation, and they were amazing, but for some reason FX left the biggest impression on me. Even without Amber, they blew me away. I mean, like, I was just so amazed by the performance, and especially Luna. Luna's always been my favorite, but like, she became my favorite, just my favorite K-pop idol. Like, after that concert, she was my favorite. And what really makes me mad is I kind of missed her twice. Like, she walked right by where I was just at, like, 5 minutes before, and I went to go, like, take my bag upstairs or something. And then I did something else. I missed her twice in a span of like an hour. She walked by twice, and that kills me every time I think about it. But you know, what can you do? But FX is amazing. I mean, like, I'm lost for words when I talk about them because I like them so much. Pinocchio, Danger. I really like this album design. Like, it looks really cool. And New ABO. And Hot Summer. SM likes to get their fans with the repackaged albums, but I don't care. It's FX. I'm gonna buy all their albums. I'm just a huge fanboy. But I never showed you guys these albums. I got kind of lazy because I was working. But yeah, FX is my favorite group. Luna's my favorite singer. She's amazing. I plan on meeting her at SM Town in New York. I am going for sure now. I know I'm going now. So if you guys are going to SM Town in New York, I'll see you there. I'll probably do a vlog while I'm there. I'll just record everything while I'm walking around in the city or whatever. If I see K-pop artists walking around, I'll videotape that for you guys. So yeah, that's my K-pop story. I know this is a long video, so if you guys watch this video all the way through, I'm really surprised. I talked a lot, and I had a speech today, so my throat is just dead. And but yeah, if you guys want to comment and tell me some of your favorite groups, what singers or your bias in each group, what your favorite songs are, your favorite albums, anything K-pop related, just leave me a comment, send me a message, like the video if you want. If you don't like it, then don't like it. Add me as a friend if you want. I'll accept friend requests. That's not an issue. I like to meet new people, so yeah, hit me up with a comment. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.